A little progress report on the bike. So, run into a little problems with the wiring because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Excuse my language pertaining to wiring. Right there we have the brain, more or less, is what that is. And those wires there need to be reconnected. Very decent white walls. All this metal fabrication deal that I'm doing here, man. I'm doing it all myself. This is the first time I've ever attempted to build a motorcycle, man, from the ground up. I took that thing apart. Everything that you see on it was off of it. I took the engine out. I took everything off. All of it was gone. Painted the frame. You can't see it, but it's got like a clear coat that I put on there, and it's, when you put it in the sun, it kind of flip-flops and whatnot. I'm working on a seat pan, but I'm not liking that too much. The tank, I think I'm pretty much done with it. Y'all look close. Got all my kids' names on them. Got a bunch of them little suckers. There's Eric, Aaron, Elijah, Emmanuel, Ezekiel, Erica, and I have to redo her name down here at the bottom, Eve. It's a long story about that little girl, but yeah, we got the tank, and what I did is I painted it, and I didn't like the way the paint looked. I'm going for this rat rod look, kind of, sort of. So crushed the sides, brazed it, sanded it, ground it down to the bare metal, let it sit out in the rain to get a little patina on it, and that's what I come up with right there. I'm thinking about getting an already made seat and making it do what I wanted to do, I guess. The handlebars, courtesy of, can't see it, I dropped the bike to like 4 inches. I don't know if that's going to work out when I take off the ride on this thing. As far as balance and everything for certain, but you can see the bars, the handlebars are Z bars. Let's see if I can get my hand in there, point it out to you. That right there, and they come around like that, billeted looking off the side. The hand grips, handlebars, courtesy of good friend out here, guy named LA. It's my man. Appreciate you, LA. Thank you for the lookout. But yeah, the white walls I painted on there. Anybody that's been watching this thing since I started it knows pretty much how I've done everything. I painted the frame myself and the forks. Hand painted them white walls on there. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's hand painted on there, man. That's a hand paint job. Well, you can tell right there. You get close up on it. I gotta clean that up a little bit, but yeah, that's hand painted on there, front and the back. Put a clear coat on it so it won't chip off and all this other stuff. But yeah, man, it's old Kawasaki 800, and yeah, so far so good. I was thinking about putting a sissy bar on there, but probably won't do that. I'm gonna lift this seat pan here off of here, and that's what I got going on for wiring down there. For a first timer, I took it to a guy. I'm gonna give a shout out to a gentleman I met a couple days ago over at Hogs and Rice. It's Hogs and Rice over there on what's that, west, just off of West Victory over there, here in Boise, Idaho. Good fella, man. He pointed me in the right direction. Told me so far I was doing okay with my wiring. Like I said, I'm not a wiring person, but he told me to keep going in the direction I was going with that wiring and whatnot, man. And I'm gonna definitely follow his advice. And if I needed any more advice, I'd ask him. This is my ignition switch. Now, I got this out of O'Reilly's, and it's a 4-point. Let's see, Turn that around right there. It's a 4-point system, right? I got my one little inline fuse. I got to run some more fuses and whatnot. I bought a brand new starter solenoid there. I learned how to maneuver this camera. Thinking I'm not a camera person. I got to do my fan. It's wiring for my fan right here. Let's see. And I'm waiting on, because I ordered wiring for the fan. I'm jumping all over the place. I'm waiting on what was that I ordered from O'Reilly's last night? Friggin' diodes. Waiting on some diodes to get in. It's gonna cost me about $60. This setup right here is all brand new. Some like clutch assembly, foot controls, whatnot. That hand control right there, that's brand new. I had to install that. Yeah, pretty much tore this thing down to the bare frame and put it all back together myself. Now we're gonna see if the big old dummy read directions and wire this thing up and put it back together and make it run. My mom always used to tell me, she said, boy, you know how to take things apart, but you can't never put nothing back together. Well, I learned. Trial and error of time and whatnot, I learned how to put things back together. Now, we're gonna see if I can know how to put it back together and make it run. The carburetor here, look at that carburetor. That's a rebuilt carburetor now. Again, the first time. And if anybody's out there, point me in the right direction with it. I put the throttle cables on the other day here, and I turn my hand grip back and it sticks. Okay, so it's not, let's see if we can get in there and maybe somebody can see how it goes back there. Oh, that's a bad shot. At any rate, it sticks, so I'm gonna have to work on that. Got to connect hose here, go into my tank, and got to get this tank sealed and cleaned up and on the inside and whatnot, and make sure it's even usable. Did all that work for nothing. That pissed me off, but I just put another tank on there that I could use. Yeah, found these little brackets here. This one here and that one right there. I found those laying on the ground and at Jalopy Jungle. I was cruising through there one day and found them brackets and thought, oh, I could use those on my bike somewhere. And the first thing that come to mind was the seat pans. So I knew I wanted to do something different with the seats. And but yeah, I snatched them up, put them on the bike the other night, and what do you know, they fit. About perfect. That's a little rise on the back right there, so I'm not sitting like right on the fender there. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to incorporate some more steel so I can make it across the frame here and to that point right there at the back of the tank where you bolt in. All right. Yeah, I got a push button start right there. I'm gonna try and wire that up tonight. You see the two prongs there. I don't know if you can see it. Stand up. And the two prongs there. And so yeah, my first attempt here. I hope I don't crank this thing up and go up like a friggin' Roman rocket. Blow myself up. Going crazy. Nah, I'll be alright. Yeah, man. Any advice? Just keep it clean, fellas, ladies. Trying to hurt nobody's feelings and all that. And, just keep it clean and keep it positive. Any advice, comments and whatnot, I'd appreciate it. Like I said, it's my first go round, giving it a shot. All right, and yeah, hopefully in the next week or so, we'll be able to fire this thing up. All right, I got a phone call coming in. Gotta go. Have a good night. Be safe. Thank you.